What is up, YouTube? My name is Buddy Blues, and we're looking at the Venue Club 40 Mark III. Blackstar packed so much into this amp that if I tell you every single, and if I demonstrate every single feature that this amp has, this video will be 7 hours long. It's remarkable what they've done with this amp, and it's remarkable where we are in today's world and technology. Usually, if you have to record a guitar, well, back in the day or whatever, even today, if you want to record the guitar amp, you would go to a studio. That's the easiest way, is go to a studio and have them worry about it, right? They'll mic your cab, they'll put one Roy or whatever, and an SM57 and the cone, and it has to be a little bit... Sure, you can pay someone a lot to do that for you. You can learn how to do that and buy the equipment. That's also a lot. You can buy what I did, a Universal Audio aux box or a Boss, whatever it's called, that tone something, tube expander that they make. That's still over $1,000. And we're not talking about the amp included and all of that. Everything you need is in this amp. Blackstar sports their cab rig DSP speaker simulator in this one as well, meaning you can connect the amp to the computer via USB, it's a USB-C cable, okay, this is the world we live in, and then the cab simulator comes up on your computer, and then you can choose between a million different cabs, microphones, microphone placement near the cone, away from the cone, all of that. If you're like me and that isn't anything you're ever gonna do, great, it's still a damn good tube amp. It's got two EL84s, two ECC83s, and it's 40 watts. It has a switch that goes from 40 watts to 4 watts, and you don't really lose any of the tone or any of the feel that whenever you attenuate, none of that goes away, which is cool. It has USB recording. You can record your amp with one USB-C cable, still blowing my mind. It's a 2-channel amp, but it's technically a 4-channel amp. I'll get to that in a second. Front panel, we've got clean, which has two different voicings, an American voice and a British voice. So the American voiced amp would say, "Are you all right?" And then the British amp voice would say, "You all right?" Tonally, the American one, I think, is my favorite between those two, and I love the clean channel of this amp. You get a volume, a bass, and a treble. The volume will make you break up, and it's excellent. Second channel, we've got the overdrive channel that has its own tone stack, which is also cool, separate from the clean channel. Also has two voicings. So classic OD, which is my favorite, and then modern overdrive. The modern overdrive, I found it, for me, Buddy Blues, I found it a bit too boxy, a bit too heavy metal-y. But then again, Blackstar is the king of that. But the classic overdrive does that thing that we like in a 2-channel amp. Before pedals, I used to only play 2-channel amps, and that I could find myself using heavily. Moving a bit to the right, we've got reverb and a master volume. I love amps with master volumes. So I like the overdrive channel. I love the clean side. I love the clean channel. Both British and American. I think I prefer the American. I like the overdrive sound. I don't know if I like the reverb too much. The reverb's all right. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's all right. I mean, whenever you go anywhere past the 12 o'clock mark, which I never do and I never will, but whenever you go past the 12 o'clock mark, it starts feeling DSP-ish. On the back, you can control that reverb with a switch that's dark or light, which is smart. You got an effects loop with a dB boost or a dB cut, several speaker options, there's your USB recording out, and you have a line out with an XLR, which is excellent, because again, that's another method you could completely go into your interface or directly into a PA system. Give it to the sound guy, he'll worry about the rest. However, it also has an out for headphones. It has a line out, which means you can use that for headphones, and that's brilliant. You just heard it in context. Now let's hear it with a little bit of pizzazz. So we're going to see how it sounds first by its lonesome, and then I'm going to introduce my pedal board. Let's get to it. I don't have anything in my hands because the amp is heavy. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have now heard the Blackstar HD Venue Series Club 40 Mark III. I got the name right now because I've written it underneath the camera. I memorized it. This thing is great. For the price, it's really, it has too many features. It has too many features. It'll take you hours and hours of time to go over all these features, you by yourself. And that's excellent because A, we guitarists have a very short attention span, so it'll keep us occupied. B, you can really do anything with that. I mean, I get why it's called the Venue Club, because I took it last night to a gig, and you can take it to a gig and play the show, right? You can play a show, you can mic it, you can't, it doesn't matter. You can do that, but you can also use it as a next to the computer type thing where it's always plugged in. If you ever want to record, if you're a recording artist, you ever want to record, into the input and out with an XLR, done. Or out with the USB-C, the thing you charge your phones with, ladies and gentlemen. Even iPhone has moved to USB-C. That's because of Europe. Europeans give us Blackstar amps and better iPhones. I don't know where I'm going with this. Big thank you to Blackstar for sending me this amp. It has been a pleasure playing it. It's going to be really cool to use it throughout the channel with different pedals and stuff like that. I think it'll do good. The amp came out about a week or so ago. I didn't want to release my video when everybody else released the video because I wanted to spend time. I got the amp like 2 or 3 days prior to the release, and I didn't think it would be fair. I wanted to spend time with it, see what I like, see what I didn't like. Realized that I like a lot of the stuff. It's just pretty much, the reverb is, it's all right. It's all right. It's not bad, but it's all right. If this was your first time on the channel, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe, do what must be done. Show this video to everybody. Show this video to Obama. Think he watches these videos? I have been Buddy Blues. You have been the people of the blues. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.